We'll see him later.
All right, then we'll do it at the count.
Wiener!
You always get that echo wiener when I go too fast. 2, 3. Boom. And then we get the heads up start.
Dan, start the timer.
Ooh, I can. If I type in cool shot, I can see me. I'm doing it. Boom! We're gonna see me on cam. I'm famous now.
And they're on.
Yeah. So, two similar but different builds here. I think in terms of party composition and most of the abilities, we're looking at really kind of the same thing.
We're actually looking at POW for damage, changed slightly. Like, POW has set the standard with this build. Cool was using a similar build in the past, but he's now copying POW entirely, or attempting to. And so it's really POW versus POW. but Cool has the advantage of having stayed up last night to kind of start over with a save file. And Crumps was telling me that if Cool were to show up, or anyone were to show up against him, with underleveled characters, that he might rage quit at a certain point.
POW said that because, that's what you get, right? He shared his strategy too soon. You gotta wait for that final
Crumps
round.
said that. Crumps told me that.
Oh, he said if anybody came with an underlevel. Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! Not only is that head-to-head, but wow, that was... I'm blown away.
One song
We
down.
couldn't finish a full thought before the first song was down. Crazy. Oh, man. So, alright, let's take a closer look to start at Mr. Crumps. Crumps 2, the second of the Crumps clan. So, I think Crumps mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, that he built really around his Tier 1 abilities. So he's got Fire on his Tier 1 with Violet, for example, and he put on the Flamin' Hotner. His goal is not so much to hit all of the enemy weaknesses and to do extra damage that way, but to just kind of reliably ride the rails on his empowered Tier 1 abilities.
Now, he mentioned that there were a lot of fire enemies in the game, and so he thought that it might backfire, but actually the fewest amount of fire, elemental-wise, there are the fewest fire enemies in the game. Further, I think he would have benefited more from putting the lighter on Violet if he had gone with Burn instead of Choke, but his secondaries are physical attack. So that's a lost opportunity there, I think, for Crumps.
I can see that, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I hadn't even thought of that. So what do you think about the Tier 1 strategy? Is it kind of a marathon technique? On the marathon, you don't want to go for the most elite style. You want to go for something reliable. You want to go for something that you know you're not going to die in. Is that kind of what the Tier 1 approach is?
We were talking about this yesterday, and I think that's exactly right. It's an endurance thing. So, without having to micromanage your party, you just kind of plow through it. That probably helps. You can kind of zone out, zen in the art of motorcycle riding and playing the Metronomicon.
So one thing I want to point out, it's not scary or dangerous yet, but Crumps' HP is just low enough that it makes me think it might be a long-term problem. Because this build, as we've seen time and again, this build doesn't have a dedicated healer. So he's got no means to very quickly dump a cure on himself. Though I will say, I suppose I'm a bit mistaken in that he does have Awe equipped on Gwen. Not everyone does. But I'm not sure, given the build, if it's better to use Eterna on that or Bash, given that he's got no full-time healer.
Well, now, Cool has Awe in Tier 2, which I think is smart. Crumps actually has Awe all the way in Tier 3.
Right. A little bit less flexible.
So far is the one with the lower health, but he's going to cast Gift reliably every turn on Tier 1, and Gwen's going to keep her Shine going. If he really needs it, he's going to reach for a slightly bigger heal from his Tier 3 Awe. But if it were me, I would put Awe on Tier 3 first.
Yeah, just a little more flexible. You do see there, well, no, I guess Flame. The difference there is overcharging it because this boss is Earth Elemental. Right. So, after Cool's song loads up, let's take a look at Cool.
So, if you're turning up his audio, I think Cool has a habit of kind of talking fairly loud.
Yeah, it's alright.
Into his mic, so keep him real low.
He's perfect. Actually, you're absolutely right. I was thinking about turning it up and was wondering why it was already nice. Alright, so let's take a closer look at Cool. Take a look at the strategy he's got. I forgot. Cool's running fart mode. So for anybody who sees the text on Cool's screen is wondering what the hell is going on, there is a cheat code in the Metronomicon, ID fart, modeled after, the id game Doom. And if you type that in, all the cutscene dialogue, menu dialogue, and ability text in the game turns into gibberish. So you can see right there, our Black Mage just cast blah, Groover just cast poop, the strongest spell in the game, of course, poop, there goes butt, and then here next is bleh. So it's really important that he makes sure to poop and blah on all of the right boogers. Song down. So while that goes on, let's take a look at both of them. But I want to take a closer look and see what Cool's doing, how their strategy is different.
Well, one way is that we've noticed already that Crumps has lower HP, and the obvious reason is that the enemies are all, the same level as the party, so they're hitting him harder, whereas
Right.
Cool's enemies aren't hitting him quite so hard.
That's true, yeah. Well, Cool's enemies that hit Groover will hit even harder. Cool's enemies that hit anybody else will hit weaker. So yeah, it's a trade. You have to be really confident in your stun locking to make this strategy work reliably.
And that's another difference, is that Cool is very mathematical about his stun locking, and Crumps is letting just a few more punches through.
Yeah, I suppose that looks like it's true, yeah. What I'm trying to get a sense of is Cool riding the rails on Tier 1.
It's gonna cost me.
So yeah, now I am curious how that costs him. So obviously all of Cool's secondaries that are streak driven are going to take a hit for missing even one note. They're all going to reset, which kind of can sap a lot of the value out of these Fresh Mountain Air and Gift. But it does look like Cool is hitting the weaknesses on purpose.
Cool's playing on hard, and he has the Master of Judgment on 2 different characters, so he's going to get a damage.
Yeah, he will do more damage just for that. He will do more damage than Crumps. He's wearing effectively a stronger version of those equipment. Atherin, what's up? Mr. Atherin Fire. All
Cool is talking kind of a lot, so I hope you have him low.
It's good. It's all good. Oh man, fart code will never not make me laugh. It's the greatest decision that maybe has ever been made. Maybe ever. Oh man, so we're still hit neck and neck right now. I'd say Cool is up maybe 10 seconds? 20? Not even that. I'm gonna say Cool is up just about 10 seconds. Does that feel right to you?
Shit.
Yeah, it seems to be.
That was not good.
Cool's about to actually finish the mini-boss here, and then Crumps has 2 enemies, so it's more like 20 seconds at this point. 15.
So, it's interesting. Given the manipulation that Cool's doing, using the underleveled Groover to make the rest of the party hit harder, I would expect a wider rift between the two. And so you got to wonder, Crumps is really keeping up. Like, boom. Yeah, I'd say that was 10 seconds, the difference between them. So what is it that Crumps is doing that maybe is executing at a slightly higher level that's allowing him to keep so close, even when the enemies that Cool is fighting are a couple levels lower?
Well, Crumps has the Fuzzors on Gwen, so he's going to be doing team attacks more often.
Hasn't happened yet, though.
That's, we must have missed one. We would have done it once already. And then, I don't know, their builds are otherwise very, very similar.
Yeah, no, it comes down to execution. I mean, you can hear Cool cursing a little bit as he misses notes. Yeah, I mean, he's doing, a 99% job on notes. He's doing great. But because he's playing on hard, he is missing notes here and there.
I think Crumps has a slight damage, I don't know what you call it, like, he's better than Cool with his Wade, as far as damage goes. He's wearing the chains and the precision targeting, whereas Cool has the capes and Lottie, and we were talking yesterday that that's not super valuable in this mode, because you're killing the enemies before you make it very far in the song. So his, Crumps' Wade is going to be doing more damage than Cool's Wade.
But you're saying Crumps' Wade has precision targeting, status effects last longer? Just to try to squeeze a little more out of Inspire, huh? Okay.
But I was just thinking for the chains. Like, it's just 220 more strength. It's kind of a drop in the bucket, but it's going to help.
That should do a
whereas
fair
the
chunk
capes
more
and Lottie
damage.
probably won't help at all.
No, that'll make it down, for sure. I like Crowbot and Crumbs chat. You're fighting a dancing bear.
Yeah, okay, that was not good.
There's another Crumps team attack. Let's take a closer look at the Crumps team attack.
This will be the second team attack for Crumps.
Yeah, so that definitely is allowing him. Ooh,
Another
poorly timed
kind of
explosion there,
suck-on one.
unfortunately, on his team attack. That explosion could have happened a moment later and gotten a lot more done, a lot more value.
Kind of the first time where they haven't. Cool is pulling ahead a bit more. They're not on the same
Yeah,
song.
they are. That rift is starting to slowly spread. That's not a cool way of saying that. What I just said. Everything about that
So-
sounds terrible.
You know, as the POW for damage build, or maybe if Aether and Fire had been the one to debut it first, it would have been known as the Aether and Fire build.
Yeah, that's fine.
But this new optimal build, as it becomes the gold standard, I think POW for damage has another build, and Atherin may also have another build. So everyone's going to get
They
used to
have
this.
both said that they still have secret builds in their pocket. Yep.
Yeah, and they do seem to be, the leaders of this competition so far. But definitely the two to beat. And it does look like, it's a little early to say, but it does look like that'll wind up being the championship as those two.
You have to wonder if in the finals somebody's going to reveal altogether new strategy technology. If somebody's going to come out of nowhere with a build that no one's seen before and just reinvent the wheel again.
Went down.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's the
I'll
case
fix it now,
because
I'll fix it later.
currently, if this is the gold standard build and it's a little bit unruly to make, people will just kind of, resent it a little bit. But I have a feeling that the people.
Well,
that
I
are
think the
copying-
idea behind the level manip is part of best strat.
I agree.
The rest of the question is, what do you do with it?
Right, but I think the people who are copying it will be surprised to find that the people who invented it have a surefire way of beating it every time. So, innovation, always innovation.
Always. Twirling and twirling toward freedom. Forward, not backward. Upward, not onward. And always twirling toward freedom. So, I haven't said it out loud, but I zoomed in on Cool, because Cool is already on the first boss. There he is, the spider
So
is
is Crumps.
knocked down and gone. Well, alright,
Crumps
let's
just
move
started
over
on
to
the boss as
Crumps
well.
and see him knock this guy on his butt. Bayoglu Nights by F.A. Tozan. F.A. Tozan. Do you
Cool's
know,
on the region too.
I didn't know this until this song. Do you know Bayoglu is a city in Turkey? Now you know that.
We knew that last year when we looked it up.
Yeah, I learned it from this song.
Oh, from this song, yeah. I thought it was a made-up word.
I thought it was a fiction. It's just not nice to say. I thought it was maybe a fictional place. I just didn't know. Yeah.
I bet the knights there are amazing, though.
Right? I bet they're filled with spiders. I don't know. That sounds kind of terrible.
I wonder if that's, I don't know. I gotta look up the Oglu.
It's a city.
Nothing about it.
Yeah, we should go there. I almost went there on the way to Gamescom. Not to Bayoglu, but to Turkey. I had a flight booked to go to Turkey, and I had to cancel it because there was violence at the airport.
Oh, they're gonna get worse, bro. They'll get much more haunting from here.
Speaking of haunting,
Mostly because of the dance moves and the visible nipples.
that's the first time we've got a one-song split. I'm going to call it one song split. Cool beat the song before Crump's first note came.
Cool is shaking out the cobwebs a little bit on this build, and I think he's got it going now.
Mm-hmm.
And he will only be picking up speed from here.
That sounds right. Whew. I'm impressed. That's what's happening here. I'm impressed. So, what's up, Tippy? Winner 2 crew.
I was worried
Tiffy?
about what weakness he
Welcome
had.
and hi and howdy.
That was dumb.
Big shout out to Smooth Operative.
Do you know that these
Okay,
people
After
want
and
me to
Fire
F
and
around their table?
Inspector. Hmm?
Do you know that these people want me to F around their table?
It's Flock.
Yeah, I know. They F for flock. What? What did you think? Oh, Dave, David. Davey. Terrible. Tippy, are they tied ATM? Cool is up by almost exactly one song. When you see them co-load like that, Cool is up by one exact song. And Cool thought the future would be cooler, but the joke's on him. Because the future is exactly what it is right now. Future's not. Well, the problem is the future's not now yet, right? You never get to visit the future, no matter where you go. It's a bummer, right?
I have a pen.
Do you have a pineapple?
I have an apple.
What are you gonna do with them?
What's up, Sean? How you doing?
Apple pen.
Okay, well, what if you had a pineapple? Like that would be a different thing, right?
Water.
It's dumb.
I don't know what that's about.
I was watching today. So there's a Death Note live-action movie coming out. It's not the first. I think it's the fourth live-action Death Note movie.
What the hell is Death Note?
Oh, it's my is it my favorite?
Comic
Yeah,
book
it's probably
stuff,
my
or-
favorite anime. Yeah.
Ah,
But there's like these. How would I explain it if you haven't? Like a demon of death. Demons in it, and
Is there
they
Katsu?
totally remade. Like it's a shot-for-shot, dance move for dance move remake of PPAP using using one of the death gods.
That song would take longer.
Shinigami. Tippy, you haven't seen Death Note? Death Note is... So I watched it fan subbed when it was coming out week to week, when it was live on Japanese TV, like 6 years ago, something like that. I don't know. It's like, if you like crime stories, procedural crime stuff, it's like just really well choreographed, really clever cat and mouse stuff. Yeah, another game of cat and also cat. It does involve a long pen and also an apple pineapple. Because if I had a pen and an apple and a pineapple pen, I would just write a poem about my favorite fruits. That's what I would do with them.
so I don't know how to relate to babies, and then when Danny brings his son down, who is like 6 months old, I just put on PPAP. What else to do? And then I do the dance.
And then he just does this like open mouth baby grin, like, oh yeah, apples and pineapples are good. He tried apples yesterday. It's his newest food.
How did that poop?
Appley, sauceful. Both appley and sauceful in equal parts.
Speaking of poop, Cool
Where are we?
currently has 25 blah and 27 boogers.
Problem solver.
That's gonna be rough on Crumbs. If he can hit, the critical mass of 75 pooples, then I don't see how Crumbs comes back. Cool's sitting on his team attack right now. I'm wondering if at this point, because he's going so quickly, I wonder if he's just going to save it for the next song. I feel like Cool is knocking down enemies so quick, I would save it only for the starts of songs.
Yeah, he probably will use it. He's not going to not use it, but like you said, he'll do it at the beginning of the song.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't sit on it forever. I just...
Came too fast. You didn't have the time to
But like you were saying yesterday, with this particular team attack, he's got the solo team rush barrel attack. So he's every time he hits a note that corresponds to Groover, it's going to do kind of diminished damage. It's kind of not as good as just playing.
Is Death Note weird like Paranoia Agent? I wouldn't say it's weird. I think it's really clever. It's like... On a rewatch, I'm sure it would all seem really convenient, but I felt like everything that happens in it is all just like twists and turns and convolutions within a puzzle within an enigma. Tibby gently pushes food away from self.
It's because we were talking about poop.
Right, yeah,
Jeez,
it was baby poop. The most pure of all poops. That's what Cool is using, I think, on Groover, actually. Groover, I mean... It's beneath him to use his own, frankly. He usually imports the stuff, often from France.
They got the best shit in France.
They do. Is this the song that you honk to?
No, that's in Region 4.
Strike Me Down is... It's not Strike Me Down?
No,
Oh, it's Zombie Chase.
yeah.
All I know is there's a song that when it comes on, you honk.
Yeah, I know that. There was
Oh yeah, have Swiftmo do anime night with it.
I'm just gonna use
Anime
that
night is
to-
fun.
Have you been to a Swiftmo anime night?
I've been to a couple, but frankly I lurk. I think I've only said
Truly?
hi there
I've
once.
never even been.
No, it's cool. I really like it. It's like watch on the couch with a bunch of people remote. It's real
You're
fun.
a secret Swiftmo fan. You didn't even tell me.
I
Swiftmo's
don't know. I've never told him. He probably doesn't even. I don't think I even registered an account for it. I don't think you have to. You can take like a guest
Wow.
name. And I think I just
That's
named myself
creepy.
Dano and like never addressed who I was.
Okay, so Swiftmo isn't like I feel like Puuba wise he's an acquaintance that I made, and I've been friends with him for like a year. I consider us to be friends. And
We have to hang out.
I never knew that you were like stalking his channel but not signing in.
I live inside the beard. I'm in there, like, and I peek out now and then. And it's like, you know what? Right when like winter's about to end, I like poke my head out a little beard, and I look left and I look right. And if I go back in the beard, we've got 3 more weeks of winter. I should register on Rabbit. I think I just have used a guest account every time. I'm just a creepy creepster.
That is creepy. It's also creepy that you never told me that you were spying on Swiftmo.
Why would I tell you that?
I don't know. Because we talk about Swiftmo all the time.
I'm talking about him right now, but you're not.
So can Crumbs come back from this? I don't think so. And I think he's probably very angry about it.
I don't think he's angry, but yeah, Cool put together the level description. He did the level manip. There are ways to improve upon the level manip, I'm sure, but if you're not going to do the level manip at minimum, you're going to have a bad time.
Well, okay, so when Crumb started this contest, he really was an underdog. I did not expect him to beat Ryan Trussell in the first match. And he barely did because Ryan's a really tough competitor.
Yeah.
Crumbs has really put a lot of sweat in. Like he's
feeling himself.
This, so he's not going to give up. But
Crumbs is feeling himself, and he
right
refuses to be bodied on the big stage.
Accuracy is
I couldn't say it with a straight face. You watch movies on afternoons on Friday? Oh yeah, I'm down for sure. If you don't mind that I'll be working and like half in, but yeah, so, I'll be in just the tip. I'll be in just the tippy. Yeah, whenever Dave says the name, he's trying really hard not to say Ryan T. Russell.
Old habits.
I heard that too. I heard it too.
No,
Ryan
it's just you guys. I have a stutter. Don't make fun of me.
Now you made fun of other people, and you don't know. Maybe everybody but you has a stutter, and now they feel bad.
No, I have a stutter. Are you making fun of it again? Again?
See, you realize though you're mocking actual people that do have the issue that you're mocking.
No, I'm telling you that I have that issue, and you're openly mocking me as I tell you.
You're extremely mockable.
This is hurting my feelings. Ryan Trussell.
It's a very specific levels I'd like to point out too, because you have to have it work like very specifically to your advantage. Oh, by the way, winner of this race plays Power for Damage next.
Yeah. So Crump's talking about brackets a little bit. The winner of this race does play Pow for Damage, and so someone's gonna have to beat Pow at his own game. I really wonder, is Pow? He says he's got new tech. He hasn't even debuted yet. Does Pow? Do you think? Does he reveal it in the semifinals, or does he save it for the finals?
Well, I think if I'm a mathematical mastermind like Pow for Damage, I'm gonna figure out the 2 best builds.
Please.
And then I'm going to unveil the second best one so that everybody gets used to it. And then I'm going to hang on to the one that definitely beats that build and save it for last.
It makes sense. Do you risk being knocked out if you don't use your best at this point, though?
No, I think he made the very smart strategic decision to unveil it versus Unicorn Wizard, who we assumed did not know about that trick.
Yep.
But now that everyone does know it, Pal's got to have another trick up his sleeve, or else he's going to get beaten by his own game.
15 builds later. Atherin, I picture Atherin in front of his monitor right now, just like smirking, like, you guys think you know what's up. You think you got moves.
Well, I think we actually are glad to announce that we don't know what's up, because the less we know, the better. Like, if I had known about this build, like, actually known that they were
I've been asking people not to tell me
until
the match starts.
And, anything that you can do in the game without purchasing DLC is fair game.
On Quinn at that point.
Unless you hack, and then you're out.
Yeah. Tippy, your money's been on Atherin from the beginning. What's the bet? What's on? He's your prize pony. See, I thought you were saying you're betting your prize pony. He's your prize pony.
No, she puts the money in Atherin and he walks around with it.
Atherin is he himself the gift horse, and the prize is in his mouth.
So we're rambling on. Cool is already in Region 3.
Yeah. The Wraith King was gone in a blink.
Mm-hmm. He's actually he's only 2 songs ahead of Crumps, but the different region makes it look farther.
It's 2 songs. Jeepers. Baby Cannon. I think Tippy brushes and braids his beard, not his hair.
No reason to race that.
There's a lot of beards. This is a beardy competition.
Guy with no fucking
What?
legs
This
and
is a very
500
beardy
meter
competition.
sprint.
Okay.
Are you jealous that you're not a member of the elite beard gang?
Guess which one I'd be in this
No.
situation.
What I want to know is what is a baby cannon? Where does that name come from?
Is it a gun that a baby would wield, or is it a gun that fires babies? Like, well, you know, you put a helmet on them and a little circus cape, and you know, I don't know, you make sure that the person being shot at is wearing some kind of padded suit, but then you fire the baby. Every time you type that, Tippy, I couldn't even help myself at this point. Pupper, please. It is a cannon. Athrun says it's a cannon that fires baby. Baby Cannon himself says it's a question asked, timed, and guessed it many times. He'll never
He
tell.
does, more power to him.
Okay.
He can move on. I don't give a shit.
Tippy, do you use like the mane and coat shampoo, or do you use like human stuff, or like the supercharged
actual
like
race.
racehorse stuff that's meant for like the only best in breeds?
Otherwise,
Crumps is finishing off the Wraith King now.
thank you.
Got to look his best.
That's too long.
Half health. Starting region 3 with half health.
Yeah, that was a slightly rough Wraith King. Athrun got beat up a little bit, and I think he probably had a little room to go faster. You know what? I swapped to Crumps' audio, but I cannot ignore the Mega Ran. Biggest problem with communication is illusion that it's ever taken place.
And also when you call Crumps Athrun.
Yeah, I did do that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading Athrun. He's in my brain.
Athrun's in all our brains right now. I think even Pout for Damage has got to admit that Athrun is not to be forgotten about, not to be ignored. He's got a secret build or two.
I am.
And we're gonna see. Maybe we'll see one
my
tomorrow.
ninth character build.
We might see one tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's Athrun Fire versus Inspector. Now Inspector has adopted the Pout for Damage build as well, and he actually scored the #1 score on the Gotta Go Fast leaderboards earlier today.
I mean, that's the risk of showing your hand too soon. You want to use a build good enough to stay in the tournament, but if you use too good a build, you have to improve. Other people, like we've got now, the Power for Damage build's in use. Pow's got to have something in his back pocket to be able to beat his past self. He's got to beat his Mario Kart Ghost, or he can't survive.
Well, what I'm speaking to specifically, though, is tomorrow's match. Athrun Fire versus Inspector. As far as I know, they're going to use pretty much the same build as each other, unless Athrun has a secret. And Inspector, who we would think of as the underdog in that match, set the #1 score today on the leaderboards for Gotta Go Fast. So it's going to be a very exciting match.
Oh man! All right, I'm making my bet. I always wait till Region 3. My money's on. Money's on you, Dave. I think you're doing this.
That is not a good bet.
No. I think you got this. Come on. Don't sell yourself short.
Bet.
You got this.
I would take that bet.
All right. How much?
Well, I'm not in the race, so name your price. I definitely won't win.
All the
I
money.
still keep thinking it's like she's saying fuck around the table.
Flock. It's
kinda
flock.
sounds more like flock now I listen to it, but
It is
honestly,
flock.
The first thing I listen to, I think of it is like he's like some of the people.
But they are doing that around the table too. That's why they're flocking. They're flocking to do the other thing. It's just you and you. Don't need no one else. You're in. But still. On that note, we need a Metronomicon Wiener Heaven poker game on weekends. Alright. Metronomicon Wiener poker game.
It's not even worth using the attack here.
I agree with Crumps. You hold the team attack, I think, for next round. Next song.
Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say maybe it is. That didn't kill him. It would have been worth it.
Sarah, please, crew.
That's kind of my thought exactly. That's what I mentioned too, Dark, was that it felt like Binding of Isaac back when we were doing Boiler, where it's like, oh, I only did a save file that has only the items I want unlocked. Yeah, we're not going to allow that. But it doesn't have any bad items. Yeah, that's why we're not going to allow it.
Yeah, I think Crumps makes a really valid point for Wiener 3. That did occur to me. The level manip is fair game for sure in this tournament because it never wasn't. But I think in the future it may not be.
Survives, he's got me, hands down. Even though I've got him on the leaderboards right now by over a minute, he'll destroy me on this. He'll beat me by at least 10, minimally.
Well, we'll see if he feels that way at the end of the tournament because it may just be that somebody has a way to beat this build.
Totally. I don't think the build is unimprovable, but I think the concept of the level manip needs to be included in whatever the new build is.
I was stuck on one level the last time I was playing it. And oh my gosh, this...
Well, for now,
just makes me
the
want to
new
go back
standard
to
has been
playing it
set.
again.
We need to get used to it because this is going to be all of round 3.
Just
We're going
need
to
that
see
one last
a build like this.
achievement. After that, that'll be all 3 Puuba games with 100%.
Shut down the Discord server. I didn't even know that's a thing you could do. I don't really know how Discord works other than I talk to people on it. Like, Dave, do you actually have a server running?
Yes, I do.
It's like an additional server app that has to be running for Discord to work?
What? No, sir. Discord. You set up a server, and that's what it is. Like when you create a. I mean, it's literally called a server.
Yeah.
The Discord thing that we go to is a Discord server. But no, I don't have an additional server on my end. They have one for me.
Drummond, I really wish my mom would get home already. Really need to know if I have the Camry. I misread that as really need to know if I have to carry tomorrow. Like you're going to play like a MOBA or a shooter or something and be like, really need to know if I need to hold the fort down because everyone else sucks. It's like, yeah, man, if you don't have faith in your team, you probably should.
That's why I screwed up, and then luckily the solo attack still finish him off anyway. Oh yeah, this one.
Wow. I have to carry every day. Hashtag Odin Life. Odin Life, you thinking Smite? Is that a Smite reference? Because for me, Odin was my Final Fantasy XI server. Bum. Booty. Boop. Bum. Bum. We're getting overly bummed. I think he's overusing the bum. Smite, yeah. Okay. Can we play Final Fantasy XI together? Can we use my old character, resurrect it, and live in Vanadil forever? It's cool in Song 9 of Region 3.
Yes.
Wow. Wowzers.
It might be Song 8.
It's either 7 or 9.
I mean, it's Republic of Gamers.
Yeah, it's 7 or 9. I think that's 9. We are better than you. So people in chat, Drummond, Tippy, Bad Luck, Atherin, Baby, I already said you. Y'all gotta pick a favorite. You gotta place your money. You gotta put your money on the table on the winner of the match.
Ah, that was messy. Nope.
Crumps is going really fast, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, Cool's going exceptionally fast because of the build. But Crumps with same build but different levels, he's going very fast for what he has.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's done this a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like we were saying last matchup. Times are just faster every single day than the last.
So I was talking with Inspector earlier today, and Athrend actually.
Swiftmo, what up, man? We were talking about you before. You put your money on my dancing?
They think it's possible to go sub 30. Somehow, some way. Less than 30-minute run.
You need more dancing giving months. Should I get up in DDR with the game behind it? Oh, what was cool's big Grumpus? Come on! I didn't. He just rocked the boss. What was the big Grumpus? Come on!
Region 4 for cool.
You can't see it. I'm in DDR now. Ready?
Shit.
Do 10 out of 10 would love to see me drunk dancing. Danny drunk dancing. I don't even know that guy. I'm not sure how I'd ask.
Are you not drunk right now?
Oh, what the heck?
I've never not been not. Baby Cannon's rooting for cool. Spectre picks boogers. Swiftmo has his money on Danny's dancing. Everyone's a winner. You're either going around 3 or you're going to wiener heaven, but everyone's a winner.
That works better, even though I didn't run out the whole duration of the
It's crumbs. It's crumbs. So I've never been drunk or sober, actually. I try to abstain from both of those things. They mess with your thinking, and we can't have that. I try to, at any and all times, neither be drunk nor sober. But to teeter on the edge of danger, right on the line that divides the two. What? Time to get yours.
If I hadn't dropped that Midas attack there, I would have probably finished this one faster. But that's the problem. I keep shifting.
Danny and Limbo confirmed. That's true, actually. I am the little black silhouette kid from Limbo. It was nerve-wracking. I hate it. Like every time I see that game, it brings back terrible memories of like people swinging from hotel signs and being. Remember the time I was eaten by a spider? That was terrible. I was literally eaten by a spider. I hated it. Streaming to you
gotta
live.
kill Cool. The only way that Crumps can win at this point is that Cool has to die.
Yeah, that gap's getting big. Streaming live from Wiener Heaven. We've got 2 big wieners here. You're in a 12-step program to control your sobriety. Step 1, shot, beer, shot. What's next? What's next? What's next?
I'm on the 9th step right now. Beats up strength.
Yeah? And then 10th step, the airing of grievances.
Yep.
Dropping all the freaking attacks now. Oh my god.
I don't think Cool knows he's in the lead.
Well, he suspects it, but we've talked to him about this before. This is his method. He constantly yells at himself and admonishes himself for everything that he perceives as a mistake.
What do dragons breathe fire? I'm trying to breathe fire. I don't know how. I've never been a professional dragon before. Cool is getting a little fussy, says Tippy. Just a little fussy. Who's a little fussy, britches?
Well, that's what I was getting at. I think last year he came so close to victory, and he was defeated by Galkaif in the final round.
Yeah.
But he's very hard on himself, and I think it's.
I did try to breathe lotion. Yeah. What? It's Purell, and I was gonna like pump. I was gonna like pump, so it looked like I was zapping, but then I realized I was just gonna zap Purell all over my lap.
It worked.
I think he's still beating himself up for Wiener 1.
I mean, it's important.
That
That's really what this is all about, is, wieners beating wieners. And then visiting them up in Wiener
Just
Heaven.
for a general idea.
God, I know I say this 10 times a day, but I like this song. I'm lame. Boo-boo-boo-boo-ba-doo. Hey! Hi, Stone Money. I'm lurking in both chats, so I know that you've clicked a link. I'm standing right behind you. Right behind you.
Totally hit the wrong freaking button.
Man. So we're both in Region 4. We've seen bigger splits, but this is, I think I need to leave chat for at least 10 minutes. It's too dirty. Alright, let's clean things up. There's Ralph losing his lunch in the background, so I don't know if that helps. But,
Tippy doesn't mean that.
No, I know.
Terrible. And you need to stay on the arrow keys. You can't just fly all around the keyboard. It does not work that way.
You can put your feet on them.
Probably
You face
look
roll.
awesome, but yeah, that wouldn't work.
We have a few people joining us from Crump's stream.
What up, Jay Blaine?
Welcome, friends.
How's it going, yo? He Ralphed up his lunch. I see what you did there.
Ralph.
I see. Because his name is Ralph, and also it sounds like a bark, and he's a doggy person. I see what you did there. I get it. Don't ever be ashamed of yourself. If anyone at all should be ashamed of you, it's me. Just looking at that score rack up on Cool with the keyboard cam. The keyboard cam, if you look at it too closely, it's hypnotizing, right? Because I kind of zone out and watch the action. But if you really watch the keyboard cam, it's like watching someone play the piano. It's hypnotic. You gonna see Doctor Strange tomorrow? I am a huge comic nerd. I recently stopped buying the actual books and started doing it all digital. But yeah, comics every Wednesday morning. Ever since Bendis took over Doctor Strange, I've actually been reading that, and I never used to, and I'm really digging it right now. Comics guy or just Marvel movie guy?
Shit!
Poop! See, I misread the word rack there, Tippy, as sack. I need to step back, take a little breath of air. Marvel movie guy? Alright, me too. I think I've seen Winter Soldier like 6 times, and Iron Man 3 like more than that.
Patterned your life after that.
You know, I'm gonna
think about it.
You know what's been bugging me about Doctor Strange, though, actually?
Cumberbatch?
You know, I'm cool with him. I like him. He's Sherlock. But they've been doing this weird-ass product tie-in commercials that are so brazen. Like,
Doctor Strange loves Burger
Gillette,
King.
right? Dr. King, Hot Cheetos, or Dr. King.
Dr. King.
That's a weird crossover. He gave this really moving speech. No, but like Doctor Strange, like we've seen the Burger King, the Gillette, like Doctor Strange.
Made up Burger King.
No, I think there is a Hot Cheetos. I've seen 3 different products, and they're all like fashioned the same way, where it's like commercial, and then Doctor Strange comes out and goes, "I support this message." It's like, no, Doctor Strange, you're the Sorcerer Supreme. Stop shilling fast food.
Sorcerer Supreme got 8.
High five.
Burrito Supreme.
Awesome facial hair, bro.
Strong enough for a man. The pH balance for a woman.
I thought you were saying
Doctor Strange.
Right. Is that a soap commercial?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, don't worry. It's not recent. That's secret anniversary.
Comics are too inconsistent with retcons and stuff. I'm always conflicted on that. Like, I'm such an informed comic nerd that like I know the in-story explanation for the retcon, which is like a cheap attempt at making it not a retcon, but of course it still is. And then you have to remember like all the versions of continuity. I feel that way about DC though. Like I had to give up on DC. The heavy unexplained retcons finally wore thin on me. Tippy, Danny, have you guys ever thought about streaming in general after the tourney? Would actually love to see you and Dave play a tabletop game. That would be many lulz.
What I do.
Dave, so I'm a viewer, not a streamer. Yeah. Notice you've only seen what, Dave? Have you been in one of our YouTube videos and one of our Twitch streams? Is that it?
Well, I met Tippy in person, but other than that, I'm a robot. An algorithm.
Well, you're still a robot. Your faceplate opens up, and you've got the beep boops in there, and the light up lights, and it's very fancy. I feel like Bad Luck Pupper. I feel like I can't read that quote and be a good person. It made me smile though.
Stay there.
Right? The commercials are weird.
He's saying that because of Dr. King instead of Dr.
I know. I brought that upon myself. All right, Dave. So for people who've never seen Dave in real life, one of his hallmark styles, like the way you know you're looking at Dave, is you wear a hoodie every day, right? With rare exceptions.
Part of the reason why I don't get on camera is because I don't really want to discuss my appearance or have it viewed or
so I guess what I'm going to propose is, what if every moment you're on camera, you're facing away, hoodie pulled up, and you just see flowing locks of hair flowing out behind you? Just flowing locks.
I have to cut that. I'm going to cut it on Sunday.
Don't do it.
I have to.
Don't do it.
I have long hair. It needs to be short.
Dave has long hair that is like, not Fabio long, but like Winter Soldier long. It's like Winter Soldier long. And
yeah, if Fabio was the same size but made of entirely different material.
Once every 2 or 3 years, is that about right? You cut it, and it makes me sad every single time. Did we both go Fabio independently, Swiftmo?
No, Swiftmo said it. Oh, you said it.
I did not read that yet.
Yes, exactly, Unicorn Wizard. I essentially patterned myself after Sia in many ways.
You're gonna do the hair loop all the way. You're gonna be like Cousin It. Sia is the modern Cousin It.
I have an Elasticar.
You have an Elasticar? Like Mr. Fantastic's automobile?
No, you just don't know Sia songs.
Oh, I know. She has a song about the Elasticar?
Heart.
Elastic Heart. Got it. See, I wasn't sure the Elasticar was a real thing, but it felt like it should be.
It probably will. Seems like a good idea.
Look at this guy fighting a robot. Look at the robot fall down.
It's not a robot. It's a suit of armor.
What?
Oh, that's a robot. That's a dead robot.
That's a dead robot.
Cool, starting Region 5.
The tabletop sim going on Saturday. Pop hair sale. Good intentions. Yeah, I'm with you, Tippy. I think Dave should be in front of the camera.
Yeah, no, I take no offense to people saying I should stream. I just think, well, as you know, Tippy is a pro streamer. You guys know it's a very, very long road to any form of success, and I don't have the year or 2 years to put into constantly being on stream.
Let's not succeed.
So if I'm gonna stream casually, I'm just not gonna stream because I'm not a huge fan of my own appearance.
I think you're handsome.
Well, that's all that counts.
I'd hug you.
You're handsome, and you're streaming. People are watching you, so you should stay with it.
Who, me?
Yeah, stick with it.
Wait, let me do that. I can't. How does he do that big curve?
You know, we don't talk about it that much.
I look like a Ninja Turtle when I do that.
Speaking of pro streamer, Crumps is a pro-ass streamer. He streams for crowds of 300 plus,
His
on a
butt's top
regular
tier.
basis. Yeah, it's a pretty good dude. It's very cool of him to lend us his celebrity for this event. Are you trying to do the Swiftmo gif?
I was trying. I'm gonna try one more time. Ready?
Okay, let's try it this time.
All right, here I'm gonna cheat. Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it.
Oh my god.
I realize I have the microphone much closer to my mouth today, so whenever you heard me laugh, I probably broke people's ears. So I'm sorry for that.
Pop step. It's pop step. It's pop step.
Pop step.
Why are you whispering about pub
I
step?
like pop step. Makes me want to jig
Or, excuse me.
or get generally
I
jiggy.
Switch that. I didn't mean this is. I meant the other one is. Oh my god, I can't think of names. How did I miss that? What? Oh my god, I can't think of the other one now. Like we just
Look, comic
played
shirt.
it.
Boop boop. Saga.
But yeah, this is Pub Step.
Pirate looks like he's river dancing a bit. Yeah, he's the lord of the dance. He's the pirate lord of the dance. He's the lord of the 7 sea dances. I am enjoying myself. How can I help you enjoy yourself better? That's the most important question here. Dave
Bad Luck
said he
Pupper's
was
all
gonna
set.
turn off. What's that?
Bad Luck Pupper's all set. He's
Yeah.
having a good time.
Pupper, please. Ooh, baby. Sour, please.
So I'm a giant Twitch nerd. This comes up
No,
sometimes
you
when
said
I
it
bring it
wrong.
up.
You're a giant
But I
Twitch
have-
nerd.
I consider these people to be like grand entertainers, and I actually I get a little starstruck that some of them want to talk to us in the first place. So I just would like to take a moment to say thank you to all of the amazing pro streamers who are joining us in the Wiener 2 race, because it's very, very cool to work with you guys.
Wiener 2, Judgment Day, The Empire Strikes Back, The Legend of Curly's Gold.
These guys are replacing TV for me. I think I spend more time on Twitch than I do on TV lately.
Yeah, I can see that.
Of course, it's usually like, please play my game, which is weird when you just say that to the TV, because it never plays your game. But sometimes, if you beg Twitch people, they'll play your game.
Well, that made me happy and then quickly sad.
Well, no, I mean, what I meant to say is that they're begging me to play it when selecting which ones get to.
Have you ever told someone, you keep your hands off my game, you filthy animal? You disgusting...
Not in those words.
You disgusting butt person. You you disgusting, ugly, beautiful garbage angel.
Yeah, no. I think I've said instead that I'm all out of keys for now, which was true. I never called anyone horrible things.
You watch more Twitch in a day than you watch TV in a month.
Feeling.
I'm getting there, yeah. I was watching some weird stuff last night. I was watching some anime and cosplay channels on Creative, and I thought that was pretty cool.
That might be the next best.
I don't know, I'm between TV right now, sorta. I'm watching a lot of Netflix, though, so I guess that counts. Robot captain, robot boat captain, dancing here to say hi. Don't hurt him. Be his friend, he gives plutonic hugs.
Ikithme just subscribed to Crumps. That's exciting. Thank you for subscribing to Crumps, Ikithme. 2 months in a row, that's a resub.
It is. That Inspector guy. Quote unquote cosplay.
Yeah, so Inspector is an interesting case because I didn't know him. He wasn't streaming. He had retired, I thought, from streaming for a while. So he actually found the game somewhat organically. I think he heard about it when we were hanging out in Crump's stream, or when I was. And he bought it, but then I met him later. And he actually likes the game.
Swiftmo says he can't make gifts. Why even live?
Hey, me, welcome back into the litter box. Thank you.
You're legit gonna do some fan art for Robo Captain? Nothing would make me happier. It would make me super happy.
Oh, you gotta check out Tippy's creative streams. They're great. It's very, very relaxing, but she has a really good taste in music, so just sit there and draw stuff, and it's a party.
Draw now. You heard about Metronomicon from Spec and Romcom. Sweet.
Yep.
I'm gonna try it again.
Sweet.
Yeah, Romcom's been really cool to us as well. He was gonna be in this tournament, but he just, by his own, I'm gonna just quote him, he sucks, so he couldn't. He really wanted to be. I don't think he sucks, by the way. He was one of the first people to beat our game, but he just felt that he sucked at Gotta Go Fast mode, so he had to pass off his spot to Inspector, whom I was very glad to meet.
Dude,
But shout out to Romcom, he's a cool guy.
That makes me happy. Unicorn Wizard saying, heard about us through our Reddit AMA. That's awesome.
What?
That's cool.
That's cool.
Tippy Creative Streams on a wrist-based hiatus. Is it from tennis or the other thing?
Once you fell down.
But it's so the other thing.
I probably should cast it as per normal, but I'm using focus.
Voltage Spike.
Tippy, you can draw with your
Metronomicon
feet.
Metronomicon is literally my #1 wish list game and likely what I'm buying myself for Christmas gift. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I am, for Christmas gift for me, I'm making an expansion right now. Also, it's playable as of today. Did you know that, Dave? Dave wasn't in today. As of today, the guts of the expansion are playable. There's no art. It looks like two butts having a butt party, but it's fun. It's like real rough, fast balance, but it's fun. The moose thing is real?
I was testing it, but in my mind I was thinking this is pointless. Danny's rewritten the whole thing.
No, it's all that tech is still there. It's just all of the, how do I speak vague because it's not announced, the positive-oriented system is now in place in addition to the negative-oriented system.
I went back and read your Skype conversation with yourself, and I got it.
Also the reward system is mostly in place. Not the means to obtain it, but the function behind it.
Hot this time. That nice note rolling part.
Oh, Voltage. Once you've covered all the others in your family and friends, you'll be getting yourself Metronomicon. Awesome.
Yeah. Oh well. Too bad.
Danny, please. Old school DDR and Step Mania player? Me too. I used to play so much DDR when I was at school. I used to play, no joke, hours a day. Like 2 hours on proper arcade dance pads at the school arcade. DDR second and third mix era. I think my home mix is probably Max 1 and 2. I played DDR1, but I wasn't like all about it. I just kind of did the play it in the arcade casual thing. I think I didn't like Max 1, Max 2, Supernova. That's my jam. Like I have those soft spots when I hear for our UGC update that came out just 7 days ago. We did an update to, in case anybody doesn't know, actually, we did an expansion to this game for free. If you've got the game, you've got the expansion on Thursday, and it allows you not only to choreograph all of your own step tracks to all of your own music on your computer, but it also allows you to play Stepmania tracks. So whether you've got SECs or .SMs or .DWIs, you can actually pull in like all the classic DDR tracks from Stepmania Online. Not that we'd recommend that. And pull them into the game.
Cool starting on the final boss.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. He's so handsome. '24 in 2005. That math is too difficult for me. We're not that far apart in age. Is my math right? I don't know. You're 100, right? So Pupper says combination being fat, bad knees means no DDR for you or him. That's kind of why I started on DDR. Actually, is I play tons of games. I consider myself pretty good,
You know what?
and I
That's
was
just my
butts
comment
at
right
DDR, just the butts on butts. And so I started playing only because I knew that like that was a genre that I was dreadful at, and I could not abide, and so got involved. I think Cool is regretting that particular moment using the team attack during the kind of breakdown of the song right here. There we go.
Yeah. that was-
Cool's the wiener of the day. He's the wienered. He did it. He's a winner. This guy.
Oh.
Pretty cool.
Oh my god. Yeah. Wrong team attack. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, right as this song kind of mellowed out.
Nice getting watching and playing
Oh.
Battlefield. Yeah, that sounds like a
Man,
deadly combo.
congratulations, man. Or am I? Are you? I actually can't decide. Do I hear you on your chat or on Discord? Are you live and real right now?
I'm still live, but just mute my.
Oh,
mute
cool.
my-
I didn't know if I was hearing you on delay on your stream or actual real chat.
Turn his stream off.
Yeah, I did. Well, congratulations, man.
Oh my god. Where is?
On to
Where is
round
Crumps?
3. Crumps is what song? He's like 5 songs behind you, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, not bad, man.
Oh my god. I seriously still think I could have gone faster if I hadn't picked the wrong team attack.
Oh, you picked the wrong one. Which one did you mean to use?
I meant to use catastrophic.
Oh crap!
Yeah. So that's why you see I actually never use it. Almost never use the team attack after that because I realized it was like way too slow.
Oh, funny. We were commenting on that. I was wondering whether it was like an issue of timing, or what the plan was behind it.
Yeah, I was like looking at it, and then after that, it's like I tried it once, and then after that I realized it was like going way too slowly. It wasn't going as fast as if I was just playing normally. So, yeah, so I had to drop it off in the end, and then I just use it for cancelling meteor attacks.
Yeah.
But there's like only just one came, and then that was it. And then I just used it at the end because I got bored.
Oh, chat's cheering you on, by the way. Cool. Ding, ding, ding. We have a wiener. Just under an hour. Grats, Cool. You did things. Winner, winner. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, you already saw it.
All the thumbs.
I just let Crumps know. I'm not sure if he's gonna keep going or not.
Yeah. Everybody in chat, if you want to visit Crumps as he finishes his lap, he's got a couple songs to go. Give him your energy. Or give me your energy, and I'll give part of it to him. But I'm going to keep the rest. So how's it feel, Cool?
Oh. Well, I don't know. I need to redo my save file for sure.
Alright. Holy crap. So I'm looking at... While we watch Crumps do his victory lap, I've got the bracket up on the screen right now. Dude, this is such a tight race. Like, I'm looking at all the names in the top 5 that remain. I have no idea. I truly have no idea who's going to take this thing.
Yeah, they come to think of it. I need to...
That bounced everything.
It's already gonna be so close between Etherin and Inspector. That one I can definitely see.
Oh,
I mean, we all know Etherin. Yeah.
Inspector bought a voltage copy of Metronomicon. Thanks, man. Thanks on
Well-
our behalf as well.
Dude, Spectre, that's huge. Thank you, dude.
He did the 38-minute time, and then after that, Etherin, of course, he said it was possible, and then of course people in the end proved it was possible.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how the two of them go up head to head.
Yeah, Chippy's right. Chippy just said round 3 is going to be scary. Round 3 is going to be nuts. I mean, the next round, Inspector Atherin, that's going to... Everything from here on is going to be crazy fast.
Yeah. At least you'll finish faster and then end faster.
Right. You can get back to sleep. You can get back to school.
I can't get back to sleep. I'm too wide awake at this point.
Yeah.
Cool. Since I have you, is Thursday at 6 the only time you can ever do any matches, or would you be maybe available for like a Saturday match?
Nah, I can't do a Saturday. Wait,
Gotta
actually,
be
wait.
Thursday at 6?
Oh, I thought you said I thought it was Sunday. Never mind. Yeah, it can only be Thursday. But you guys are gonna have daylight savings time end,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So that
so-
means it'll actually be what is it? 5 p.m.
For us, yeah.
Yeah, so
we're
after
gonna see a
DSP
Crumps
ends, it'll
PB
be 5
incoming.
What, Danny?
Tippy's saying that we might be seeing a Crumps PB.
Yeah, so I think, I hate telling people that they lost because I know they want to set PVs. I think, but we agreed we were going to tell people not.
I think it's the nice. I don't know if it's nice or not, but it's the fair thing to do, right? Because I know like people like you, Cool, and Monster on a weird time zone. Well, not weird, but different from ours.
It's weird. I'll say it's weird.
Yeah. I don't want to deprive you of your opportunity to do something else if you want to. Swiftmo says you'll tell him he lost. Swiftmo, please break it to him gently, ideally with a gif of a butt wearing sunglasses and like a drawn-on nose. Tippy, you did not want to know you lost. Should we not tell?
Tippy died, so like there was no way to not tell you lost, Tippy.
You want to go the distance like Hercules.
Hercules.
Do-do-do-dee-do-dee-do-do.
So Cool, what I was getting at though is we know who your opponent's going to be. It's going to be Pow. I think Pow's good for 5 p.m. any
Send him
day.
a gif of me dancing. You lost.
So you're saying Thursday literally the only day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Crumps
Now we know.
just 2 songs
Now we
left.
know when it's going to be.
I'm going to have to rebuild my save file for sure. Then after we'll make it much closer.
So I'm curious.
I
Cool. Well,
I
what
was thinking
changes
of
for
the-
next time?
sorry?
What changes for next time?
I'm gonna rebuild my save file because you notice the levels were quite not good compared to his. So
I
I
mean,
have
it
to
might have been better.
well,
Yeah, I guess not, because it was Pow had all 48s and you had a 39, and you had 46s and a 39.
yeah. The
I
level
still
differential-
think there might be something to the idea of also underleveling Gwen. Because if you're using her for stun lock, then stuns doesn't last less just because she's lower level. Yeah, you'll cure for less, but the enemies will be even lower level, and your damage dealers are going to do so much more.
Well, yeah, that's also true. Although because with the
But you have to have
what's
such
it
faith
called,
in
the
your stun
kiss
lock.
thing, I mean, with the kiss item, she will of course do more damage with the bash. So
Yeah.
so she also want to work her into the damage rotation for sure.
Yep.
Wow, you know what? I'm looking at Crumbs note tracks and now it all seems so slow.
Yeah, on the easy with that. You turned up your scroll speed, right?
Yeah, I mean, Paul said it was easier for him to do it, and then I tried turning it up, so it also makes it easier for me for some reason. I also don't understand why.
Yeah, I think it's just because there's. So we we did a little test when we were designing Blind, the debuff, and the notes don't appear at the top, and really you tend to only look at the bottom half or third of the scroll because I think the reason is your mental. I say you, at least, my mental buffer is only big enough to retain about a half second or 2/3 of a second worth of notes at a time, and so anything else showing, if you could see all the way to the beginning of the song scrolling up into the sky, I wouldn't be looking up there, And so I feel like shrinking the number of notes you look at to fit your own kind of mental buffer is the most comfortable way. Just see as much as you can actually retain.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, cool, you killed it, but wow, Crumps is already at Cascade, half done. I thought it was a bigger lead. Crumps made a big comeback because you were 5 songs-ish ahead at one point, and I think Crumps gained a little bit of distance at some point.
They maintained 5 songs differential after Region 3, after Cool completed Region 3.
I still think it would have been better. After Region 3, I have to admit I was playing a lot worse than I was. I kept dropping spells when I didn't want to, shifted too early, and all that. Yeah.
Boom!
Keep about 8 minutes, but oh sure, I even up my best time.
PB for Crumps?
Oh, never mind, I got beat by
No, 18 seconds off his PB.
Oh man.
Not bad.
Yeah?
Not
Take
bad
it.
at all.
Stop being about skill.
I feel like Crumps will probably join us in the channel of his own volition, but he left
Apparently I can break game
the
even
voice
when
chat
it's in the
before.
success screen. And we're back to the music.
Well, holy crap. That was a race and everything. Wow. So cool, how does it feel? How does it feel to be in round 3? Among the fiercest of competitors.
Very nervous.
Yeah, Ira?
Welcome back, Crumps.
Crumps, what up?
He's muted.
I mean, Crumps, not what up?
No, it was me. I muted him, so let me undo that. Undone. Okay, welcome back,
Crumps.
Crumps.
There we go. Now it's working. I guess they had to disable streamer mode.
No, it was me.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
always-
Dave muted you.
It's you. I see how it is.
I muted
Get
you,
out.
and then you left the channel before.
Bad Dave.
So Crumps, well fought. Very, very good job.
I hung in
Who
there
beat
for
you by a
what
little
I was
bit?
up against.
Yeah, it was, I think in the end, a 3-song split, or Dave, you said a 5-song split?
It was about 5 at the end.
Alright.
Yeah, it was a 10-minute split on our times.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, holy shit. Welcome, well, Crumps, I'll be the first to say it. Welcome to Wiener Heaven.
Thank you.
Welcome to Wiener Heaven. We're happy to have you here.
You know, I've actually just never thought of it until now, but yeah, I actually only lost in the very final round of the last winner. Was I ever in Wiener Heaven, or was
I don't
just
know.
permanently in limbo?
I feel like you were right at the gates looking in.
You were the final person to enter Wiener Heaven, and then you're still in Wiener Heaven now. So if you lose this one, you'll go to double Wiener Heaven. You'll be the...
So you're saying right now,
I'm gonna join Elric in double Wiener Heaven.
yeah,
Elric is in double Wiener Heaven right now.
but right at the gates looking in. What was
You
happening?
were the final